We have done it. We are here. We have made it. The weekend is upon us. Saturday, August 22nd, 2020. I am James. You are you. Of course, we are here for the very special Saturday surprise edition of At Home with James. We did this last week to great success. And when I say great success, I mean the smattering of viewers that we had right here on twitch.tv/athomewithjames. But more than that, it felt like a success to me. And you might be asking, James, what makes this show a success? I think what makes this show a success is when I am entertained. Because I think when I'm entertained, the masses are entertained. And tonight, much like last Saturday, we have got a plethora of funny, entertaining, and interesting people joining us right here live and in living color. First off, how are you? I hope you're having a nice Saturday. It was quite sunny in Montreal. It felt like we were getting a glimpse into the autumn season, a season when the coffee tastes extra warm, the candles burn extra bright, and the blankets are extra cozy. And what did we get today? We were thrust back into summer, violently thrusted back into summer. I was outside. I didn't want to be, but I had to be. Getting cooked under the sunny Montreal heat. I've had enough of sweating outside, and I made the crucial error of wearing all black. I was in my Darlene season 4 from Roseanne phase. Remember that? Any Roseanne heads out there when Darlene was depressed and she went all black? I'm in my Darlene phase right now. This intro is not going the way that I wanted for it to. I didn't expect to talk about Darlene on this show, but I am. So now everyone's going to go and Google Darlene Connors season 4 Roseanne depressed. That's going to be stuck in your history until you decide to clear your history. Imagine you're living with someone, you've got a romantic partner, a special friend, you leave your browser open, and they see that you've been searching depressed Darlene Connor Roseanne season 4. They're going to be concerned. And then you're going to say, no, it's from this guy that I watch on this thing, and they're not going to believe you. They're not going to believe you. They're going to think that you're lying, and there's problems. Folks, the only problem is with me. Anyways, let's talk about tonight's show. It's full of surprises. Tonight, joining us, making their second appearance on At Home with James, we've got Racquel Belmonte. Now, last week when she was here, she was talking to me about Zac Efron, someone that I knew nothing about, someone that I wanted to know nothing about, someone that I don't think about at any moment in my life. And last week, I thought more about Zac Efron than I ever did in my life. I saw a variety of pictures of him shirtless crying. I didn't know Zac Efron was so ripped. I'm not one of these guys who walks around wishing that they were ripped. Otherwise, I'd go to the gym or I'd take steroids. But I saw his washboard abs, the type of abs that people who are into that say that you could grate cheese on and have a delicious nacho plate that you share with your family, your husband, Bruce, or your wife, Sylvia. We're having nachos tonight, Sylvia. Did you grate the cheese on Zac Efron's body? Maybe. Certainly didn't grate it on James Allen McGee's body. I don't have abs. I did at one point when I was working out. Now all I've got is a nice tuft of stomach hair that most people would be surprised if they saw. I'm going to tell you something. I just, in my brain, flirted with the idea of exposing my midriff to the audience. But then I thought better because I want to keep the audience. Nobody signed up for this, for everything that's under this flannel shirt. Racquel Belmonte is going to be here tonight. What celebrity are we going to be talking about tonight? I don't know. It's a surprise. In addition to this, coming up in just a matter of moments, I am going to proverbially move away from my chair and sit on a couch, but not just any couch. I'm going to be sitting on Carmen's couch because we have got another edition of On the Couch with Carmen. But I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that we've got a very special someone in the booth. Earlier on this week, we had Smooth Carla taking care of everything that had to do with technical direction. Tonight, we've got Dave. Now, last night, his mic wasn't set up. I wanted to have some fun banter, but I didn't get it. Tonight, I understand that his mic is set up. Dave, I know you're out there. You're in the booth. You are technically directing this show. Dave, how are you doing tonight, buddy?
Hello, James. How are you tonight?
Well, you know what, Dave? Some people might say, based off of my intro, that I'm going through some type of mental crises, but I'm not. It's just my tone. Overall, I'm having a pretty happy day. I taught an improv class. Despite the sun, I had fun teaching that. I ate a little bit of leftover food. I'm pretty hungry. I'm going to get something tasty after the treat. Otherwise, I'm doing good. Dave, I hope you're having a good day. What's going on over there?
That's wonderful, James. Good to hear.
Well, thank you. I'm glad that it's good to hear. It seems to me, Dave, that you've got a microphone that's set up that I guess puts a British filter on your voice, but not just any British filter, a British robot. Is that fair to say, Dave?
My mic isn't working right now.
Oh, so this isn't your microphone. That's what you're telling me. 2 nights in a row, your microphone is not working, Dave?
No amusing text-to-speech.
Okay, you're using a fun text-to-speech application. I wonder which voice he picked. Was it Kenneth or Gareth? Something
Charles.
British sounding?
Charles,
of course. How did that one escape my brain? Okay,
Charles.
I've had enough of this. Let us begin our evening. She's here every week. I'm about to jump on the couch. I am going to pass the reins on to Carmen. I will not be interviewing. I will
Sorry,
be
James.
answering. Well, what's that now?
Sorry, James.
No, there's no need to apologize, Dave. I understand that times are tough. We're in a pandemic. It's tough to scrounge $50 together and get a microphone, especially one that
Thank
looks
you,
as
love you.
phallic. What's that now?
Thank you, love you.
Okay, well, I love you too, Dave. As I was saying, let us move on to our first segment of the night. She's here every week. She is lovely. She is one of my favorite CPFs, close personal friends. Let us welcome Carmen Rose.
James,
Carmen,
welcome to the couch.
thank you for having me on the couch.
Come, have a seat.
Well, it's important to take the applause that you're receiving tonight, Carmen. Thank you so much for allowing me to join you for a third week in a row on your couch. And may I say, it looks comfortable.
Yes, thank you, James, for joining me on the couch. May I just say, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, you look like shit.
Well, may I say that I thought that your delivery, I thought you were also using a text-to-speech application. Can we get into this? I've never been greeted so poorly in my life. What
What
that
are
now?
you wearing, James?
What am I wearing? My regular clothes.
Describe it for me, please.
Describe. Okay, so for anyone who can't figure this little number out, underneath I'm wearing a white Vans brand t-shirt. On top, I'm wearing an American Eagle black and red flannel that I purchased about 4 to 5 years ago. On top, I am wearing a Quicksilver hat that I have owned for roughly 1 year. So top to bottom, I'm dressed in a Tony Hawk Pro Skater wannabe outfit.
That seems to be your look of the times these days.
Look at the times, yeah, of these days. I would suggest of the past 15 years.
James,
Mm-hmm.
sorry to tell you, but it's time to change.
Well, I like that you followed up with, I'm sorry to tell you, but when you told me I look like shit, you just burst right into that. No pre-apology.
No, I said I meant it in the nicest way possible.
Right. So you're telling me that it's time to switch it up.
James, on tonight's episode, I'm going to give you a full life makeover.
Okay, so not just physically, but you're giving me a life makeover. So in addition to looking like shit, am I to believe rather that my life is shit?
James, we're gonna talk about it right now.
Okay.
From the looks of it, your life is shit.
Come on now.
Me.
Come on, it's not so bad.
Well, okay, let's break it down. What are you doing professionally these days?
Well, I feel like this comes up multiple times throughout every bundle of shows a week. it's well documented on this show that the company I was working for went bankrupt in the early times of August. So currently, I'm working for no one.
Wow. Unemployed.
Unemployed is the way to put it. Yes.
Okay. So that's one thing.
Mhm.
Tell me, how are your finances?
How are my finances? I would say that I take care of my finances quite reasonably. So I'm not particularly worried about my finances, despite being, as you would put it, unemployed.
Unemployed. Unemployed. James,
Mm-hmm.
how can we turn that around?
Well, I think it's pretty simple. The answer I would suspect is get a job. So that's the right answer.
That's the right answer. And that's step one of your life makeover.
Okay, well, right now it's I'm really leaning into that CERB. I'm really leaning into CERB. Did your air horn just go off again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Life makeover.
Yeah.
Now tell me, James, how's your health?
My health is I would say fair. I have no lingering health issues. Why do you ask?
When's the last time you've been to the doctor?
The last time I went to the doctor was probably, I would say 2019. Spring 2019.
Okay. So about a year ago.
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
And what was the prognosis?
Well, the prognosis was I went for a lingering cough that I couldn't get rid of, and the prognosis was it'll go away.
Lingering cough. Wow, it's a bad thing to have in the time of COVID.
But well, it wasn't. It was in 2019, early 2019.
Right. I'm just seeing in the chat, Carla is reminding me about your ringworm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this is last Saturday. I let everyone know that I have semi-regular bouts with ringworm that generally tends to flare up around the fall season. So anywhere in the next, let's say 6 to 8 weeks, I'm probably due to get a nasty case of ringworm, which for people who don't know, I would classify as human fungus.
James.
Carmen.
What is your problem?
Well, apparently, on some level, it's hygienic.
Hygiene. That was my next topic.
Okay.
Get your shit together.
Look, all things considered, it could be worse. I shower regularly, and there's a variety of ways that someone can contract ringworm.
Okay, like how?
Well, dirty clothes.
Gross.
You can get it from somebody else.
Gross.
Or moisture.
Ugh.
So apparently I might be wearing dirty clothes, hanging out with dirty people, or I wear moist pants.
All of those things need to change, James.
Okay, fair.
I am here to be your advocate in moving forward.
Okay.
And creating a new life. So we have go out, get a job.
Mm-hmm.
Stop wearing moist pants. Stop hanging out with dirty people.
Right.
And get like an ointment or something.
Well, I do have an ointment. That's how I get rid of it.
Okay, well, let's layer it on a little thicker, okay?
Okay. So, and just for the record, I'm 99% certain I did not catch ringworm from any person. This is self-inflicted.
You're going to tell me you have pink eye.
Well, I've had pink eye many times.
James, do you know how you get pink eye?
From a variety of ways. You can catch it from someone who's got pink eye, pillowcases, or unfortunately, if you get some type of fecal matter in your eyes.
Exactly.
Which, you know who else has had bouts of pink eye?
Who?
The show's very own Dave Kaufman has had pink eye recently.
Dave, if you can hear me.
That's true.
You're next for the life makeover, okay?
Okay.
Come join us on the couch next week. How about?
Thank you graciously.
Moving on. Yes, I've had pink eye. Yes.
Okay, so and now James, next moving on, we've talked about this. We've talked about your love life. You have a lovely person in your life who's been trying to date you, who believes they are dating you, and you have continuously rejected her. You've
Right.
even gone so far as to hit on her mother. What is going on with your love life? Where
Okay,
is your head at?
so we're talking about Steph Mercier-Voyer, who hosts COVID 69 every Friday on this show. Now, you hit the nail right on the head, as people who enjoy home repair like to say, in that she believes. Now, to me, we're just friends. Why can't people just be friends anymore? That sounds like something out of a terrible movie trailer.
Because finding your partner is one of the most important things you can do in this life. I've said it before and I'll say it again.
We agree. We agree. You know who has found a partner on this show? The man in the booth, Dave Kaufman. He found a partner.
Yes. David,
I love my wife.
One notch ahead of. Pardon?
I love my wife.
He didn't sound too convinced in saying that. Sounded very fast, like it was something that he was being forced to say. But Carmen, we agree. We agree on everything that you're saying tonight. Frankly, I feel attacked.
Okay, well, you know what, James? One thing we don't agree on.
Sure now.
Is your sense of style. And I think
No,
when it comes down to it.
You say we do agree. I don't agree with that.
I know, that's what I'm saying. We don't agree on this.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, when it comes to all these things, when it comes to a life makeover, it starts with what you're wearing.
Okay.
So I have a very special surprise for you.
Okay.
I am going to give you a physical head to toe makeover.
Okay. I thought you were going to stop at physical just to make sure my health was in order. So, Carmen, just so we're clear, barely anyone can hear your goddamn air horn. It's like subtle. It sounds like it's playing out of my window. Someone in the park across the.
What do you mean? Why?
Well, that's for your phone to decide.
I heard it.
Yeah,
I think you have your hand over the speaker, Carmen.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, moving on. I've
you can send these clips to Dave, who works in the booth, right?
Yeah, but it's not predictable when the air horn's going to be needed to come in.
That's true. Okay, fair enough.
Okay, I've compiled a number of looks for you for your fresh new makeover.
Yeah. Okay.
So this first one, I like to call. I like to call the business trip.
What am I carrying there? Is that some type of cooler?
It is a beautiful leather suitcase that matches a beautiful leather belt.
Yep.
We have a yellow polka dot tie, a nice what do you call that? Really, really small, like
a vest?
No, but the pattern. Anyways, a vest. And a gray tweed jacket.
All right, so I can now. This is a very dapper look. It seems a little bit British mod, which I can get behind. Now, where do you think I'm going with this suitcase?
Well, you could be going to a job interview.
Right. What job interview am I going for? The role of Bond?
No, it's your overnight bag. This is
so I'm taking an overnight bag to a job interview?
In another city.
Okay, so I'm traveling, and it looks like by the look of my face, I'm looking up at the departure times, and I can't figure out what my flight number is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, okay, so what do you think? How do you feel about this first look?
I think it looks good, and I'll let people in the chat kind of determine whether I could see myself wearing it. Looks good.
Great. I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
For my out of town overnight. What was that now, Dave? What are you thinking?
You're looking ravishing, James.
Yeah, looking ravishing.
Okay, this next look is called Casual Friday.
Okay, so this one is, I don't think is for me. It looks like I'm ready to go listen to Post Malone with
Yes,
a bunch of teenage women.
you have the very famous chunky white sneaker.
Yeah, CWS.
Yeah. Black turtleneck, telephone. You have an arm purse.
Yeah, can you bring that closer? Oh, okay, great. Yeah, because I've always been known for my interest in arm purses.
And this short sleeve sweater.
Yeah, if we can get my facial expression again. Yeah, this again is the look of someone who's like, what? Why am I hanging out with all these teenagers listening to Post Malone?
Okay, so I'm taking that as a you don't love this.
I would say that it's not for me. Let's check in with Dave. Dave, what do you think about this urban cool guy look?
You look smashing.
Okay, so I went from ravishing to smashing. I would say this one's not for me.
Okay.
The sweater's not that bad, but I generally don't care to wear white sneakers.
So we'll put that in the no pile.
Yep.
Okay, the next look is what I like to call laundry day.
Okay, so can we go in tight? It looks like I'm wearing some type of bomber jacket, or is that a fur coat?
It's a fur jacket.
Yep.
Green fur jacket. Golden pants.
Yep.
Hiking boots.
Yes, this is from the Dennis Rodman collection.
Yeah, kind of. With an over the shoulder bag.
Yeah, okay. So again,
this is for when you're like all your nice clothes are kind of in the wash and you're just hanging out around your apartment or close by in the neighborhood.
Okay, so because my clothes are in the wash, I feel the need to put on a fur jacket.
That's right.
Let's get that face again. Yeah, that's the look of me wondering, do we do another one of these segments next week? I'm going to put that one in the no pile, Carmen.
Okay, no pile it goes. Now, James, I think you're really going to like this next one.
Okay. Well, if we're playing the averages, the answer to that might be no. Okay. So it's interesting to me. Can we get it can we go even further back? Yeah, so why do I have a variety of bags in all of these images?
Because bags are the accessory of the summer, of the fall.
Okay, so the bags are the accessory of the summer, excuse me, the fall, glug, glug, glug. Now take us through all of these outfits, except for the first one, remind me of someone who's going to enjoy Post Malone.
Well, this one is called, I don't think I said what the name of this one is.
Yeah, what is it?
This one's called From the Gym to the Club.
Okay, so from the gym to the club. So apparently in this scenario, I've embraced wanting to have a Zac Efron-like body, and then I leave the gym apparently at midnight, and I thought, oh man, I better get to the club. Let me get my leather bag and my giant jacket.
It's not just any leather bag; it's a Louis Vuitton gym bag.
All right, so okay, and I've got a nice wristwatch there. Yeah. Can we get my facial expression? This facial expression is how much longer am I going to live?
So I guess we'll put that in the no.
That's going to go hard no, I think. Okay. Although I think if I had to rank them, I would go number 1, the suit, number 2, hanging out with teenage women, number 3, that one, and number 4, Dennis Rodman.
Okay, Dennis Rodman was last. Laundry day was last.
Yeah, laundry day was last.
Okay, James, tell me, what do you think of this one?
Oh, now this one I like, and I can't quite put my finger on it, but I'll tell you what it looks like. It looks like I've put this on and I've gone to order some food and I'm waiting up against a pillar to get it. Can we zoom in on this shirt? Yeah, I feel like I could replicate this right now. Yeah, keep that. Yeah. If I maybe like get my leg up a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, that's very cool. That's very cool. I don't know how much I like this footwear. They seem a bit like dad shoes. Otherwise, check out my face as well. I'm just like, man, I'm having a good time. Dave in the booth, what do you think about this outfit for your boy?
You look like shit.
Oh. Okay, well, Carmen, what do you think about that outfit?
James, that was a test and you failed.
Okay.
You failed. The whole point here is for improvement. You need a makeover. I wish I could get this through your head. The way you are is not good enough.
You have no idea how many women have said that to me.
Now, thank goodness you chose one of the outfits.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do the big reveal now.
Yeah, the big reveal.
Let's get the before.
Yeah. Okay, now this is a bit of an unfair image, I think, that you've selected. In any event, yeah, I think that this picture requires a bit of context in any event. Yeah, before.
And the after.
Okay, so I went from, in your scenario, I went from doing a character piece to doing a job interview out of town.
You went from a big loser virgin.
Yeah.
To a dapper young gentleman on a business trip.
Okay. Well, Carmen, here's what I want you to do. I want you to send me the receipt for all those printouts you did, and I'm going to try our best to start a Patreon to reimburse you.
Listen, here at On the Couch with Carmen, we have our own production team. And we can handle it. James,
who's on? Yep.
I have a mission for you.
Okay.
Next time I see you, let's have you in something like your new makeover look, okay?
Okay, so I'll find a way to buy an entire suit after losing my job.
Yeah. Well, no.
Great.
No, listen.
Yes.
You're gonna get your job because that's number 1 on the James full life makeover.
Yeah, my full body and life makeover. Carmen, thank you so much for being here. As much as it is, look, it's hard, and I'm speaking from the heart here, and this is to everyone, all of our guests tonight, you and everyone in the chat. Sometimes it's hard to make change in your life. We get stuck in our lanes, and let me tell you something, those lanes, they feel safe. But sometimes you got to take a walk on the wild side. You got to change lanes. So maybe it's time I change lanes.
That's what I like to hear, James.
Carmen, I promise I'll do my best to be less shit next time I see you.
Good job. Thank you so much for coming on the couch with Carmen. I am me, you are you, everyone is everyone. Have a wonderful night, and we'll see you next week.
That was Carmen Rose, another edition of On the Couch with Carmen. One thing she didn't mention is that every week her segment is sponsored by wine. Not just any specific type of wine, just wine in general. Dave, in the booth, I got to check in with you. You liked all those looks, but suspiciously not the one that I'm currently sporting. What's the deal?
James, it seems like you have low self-esteem. All the on-pad outfits look great on you.
Well, I guess now that it's 2 against 1, I really have to put my focus towards making a concentrated change. I thought
James,
there was going to be another audio clip there.
And I hope you are one day.
We'll just,
James, you're a wonderful soul, and I hope you are one day able to defeat your inner demons.
You and me both. Let us move on to our next guest. She made her At Home with James debut last week, where we discussed Zac Efron, the man that I couldn't stop talking about 33 minutes ago. She comes to us tonight from Vancouver, British Columbia, where it is only 6:33 p.m., so plenty of night to go. Let us welcome comedian improviser, voice actor, Racquel Belmonte, back to the show.
Hello. Hi.
Racquel, how are you?
I'm so good. Thank you for having me again. How are you?
Thank you for being here. Look, I need to ask you, it's been 2 against 1. Racquel,
Yeah.
what do you think about this outfit?
I think it's great. I dress very similarly. I
Thank
actually
you.
think I have the same plaid top as you. And when you said where it was from, I was like, it must be the same.
American Eagle, right? And like, look, beneath my shirt, we have very similar white shirts on right now. Get a load of this. White shirt,
Oh,
branding right there on the chest.
I love
So,
that.
You
I
know,
love
so
that for you.
not only are we similarly, I'm taking this off for this. You know what? My shirt has been shamed enough. Let us look similar for this
We're
segment.
twins. We're
Yes.
basically twins. Mine says al dente because I like shoving my Italian heritage down everyone's throats. That's kind of my thing. But I love yours. I think we should go out like this more often.
Yes, and mine is Vans because I like shoving my that I've allowed myself to be branded by a company, that I've become a walking, talking billboard for a skateboard company. Racquel,
Hell yeah.
I said it last week. I'm going to say it again tonight. You and I both have great voices.
I will say it again. I agree. Why is nobody picking us up? Honestly, like Twitch seems like in this day and age, like it should be the place where people are scouring for voice talent.
Yes.
Get us on something.
This is basically what we're doing right now is we are showcasing our vocal ability. Who knows, maybe range will come into play, what we can do with our skills. We'll see what happens. But last week you were here. We talked about Zac Efron. As mentioned, I didn't know anything about him. You let me know that you saw footage of him eating pasta, which was followed by crying, something that I have never done in my life. I can understand being moved by food. To that point, I'm not so sure. Tonight, you're talking to us again. You're bringing some pop culture to an otherwise pop cultureless show. What do you have on tap for tonight, Racquel?
Thank you for asking, James. I've been thinking a lot since the last time I was on the show, and I was like, who should I talk about? What other young, hot ingenue am I into? And I thought, I have a lot more to say about Zac Efron.
Okay.
So, yes. And funnily enough.
I think both.
I love both. There's some news about Zac Efron. I don't know if you've heard.
I have not heard.
Okay. So, are we familiar with the movie 3 Men and a Baby?
Yes. Is Ted Danson in that film or
Yes, he is. He's like the hot dad. So, and I think Tom Selleck, and there's another guy in it. Don't know who the other guy is. He's like the funny guy, but I have not watched it in years. Disney Plus will be releasing a brand new 3 Men and a Baby starring our very own Zac Efron. Now, I have a few opinions on this. If you're willing to listen.
I'm more than willing.
Okay, so one, very happy Zac Efron is making his way back to Disney. Like I said last time, I really think that's where he thrived and that's where he belonged. However, he's usually the heartthrob, the hot one in the situation. In the movie, he's cast as like the ripped guy where you can literally shred cheese on his abs. That's what that's his thing. He's not playing the hot one out of the 3 dads.
Now, is he Tom Selleck or is he, now you forgot the name, and trust me, I did too, often forgotten actor, Steve Guttenberg.
Oh, okay. That's it.
Is he Selleck or is he Guttenberg?
I think he's Guttenberg because I remember if he was going to be Selleck. They made it very clear in every single publication I've read that he will not be playing the Ted Danson character.
Right.
And I don't know, it sat weird with me. I was like, interesting. So who would be playing the Ted Danson character? And I did find out one of my cousins who owns a vehicle and listens to the radio frequently, heard on the radio that maybe you've heard of him, Noah Centineo. I think I'm saying his name wrong.
Okay, so the answer to the question, maybe I've heard of him, is I have not heard of him.
Okay, but Google him. You might want to remember him, if you know what I mean. Very attractive. Noah Centineo. Centineo.
I'm
playing the hot one.
Okay, so so this guy looks like a Halloween mask. If what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to I'm going to get an image of this character all lined up, and I'm gonna be sending it to Dave, and we're gonna get that up. Currently on our Twitch screen, we've got a picture of Zac Efron looking somewhat unhealthy. He's got silver hair.
Yeah, lowest
kind
point, I'd say.
A beard that looks like would work well with a smoker. So prior to getting a look at this other gentleman, I would say that I found it curious that Zac Efron wasn't the hot one, but now I'm kind of being sold on the fact that this Noah Centineo might be the guy for the job. But we're going to get a picture of him on screen shortly.
Oh, Zac.
Well, how do you feel about this, Racquel? Is this a disappointment? Are you concerned that he's losing his hot cred?
That's the thing. I wanted to talk to you about it because I don't necessarily know how I feel about it. Because part of me thinks, and I'm being so honest when I say this, part of me thinks Zac Efron hates this, but there's no choice for him in this matter. He feels like, that's it. I cried on air eating pasta. I'm fucked. This is all I have. So part of me is like, oh, I cringe with him. And then the other part of me is like, well, you're back to Disney, and maybe this is where you belong. Maybe you're part of this Disney cult that you just need to break. I'll get back, baby.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned, I watched all of the High School Musicals. Look at this guy. He's got to be what, 22 years old, 21?
Yeah, I think he falls into the young hunk category. I'm confirming right now with our research team. He's 24 years old, and as you can tell, there's something Halloween. It's like those masks that you find in those Halloween stores that smell like plastic, and candles that maybe are meant to smell like plastic. There's something it's like the branding of the costume would be stretch back face mask.
Yeah.
Like if like.
Oh my God.
That's Yeah, like it looks like he can't move his teeth, but now we're getting the Zac Efron that people, now I don't want to project here, that Racquel maybe you know and enjoy, which is shredded and just like this is what we call on the streets man meat, I think.
Yep. No, we have been calling it that for a long time. Still calling it that. Zac Efron is a nice slab of man meat.
Yeah.
Sorry. No. Continue.
No. What I was going to say is, I know we did this last week, Racquel, if you're interested, because I know that you've reacted quite strongly to these shirtless photos of Zac Efron.
Yeah.
If you want, we can put you in a situation where you get to talk to shirtless Zac Efron. In fact, there are two on screen right now. So this might be, if you're a fan of Zac Efron, this is like double your pleasure, double your fun. You're getting two Efrons.
Can I ask a question before we do this, just for some context?
Absolutely. Yep.
Are they, because these are both different era Zac Efrons. One's like, one's now 2020 or 2019. The other one is like 2016, 17. Am I imagining they're both like one from one era, one from the other, or one from one year, one from the other year? Or they're just like, they're twins? Because there's a difference of how I would behave. Maybe not much of a difference.
Yeah, but let's explore this. So Dave, in the tech booth, what you can do on the Twitch screen, can you drag these Efrons over my face right now? Because that's not what Racquel wants to see. We know what Racquel wants. She wants double Efron.
I want double Efron. That sounded awful, the way I just said it, and the tone and the volume.
No, because if there's
anything for anyone.
If there's anyone watching right now who wants to get a sense of your range, the delivery was quite good.
Thank you.
We've got double Efron on the screen right now. I'm going to do what I can to, there we go. So for anyone watching right now on twitch.tv/@home-with-James, I am now gone. It is simply Racquel and two Zac Efrons, despite my name tag being underneath.
Okay. Hey, guys, stop fighting. Listen, look at me. No, really, look at me. Okay, that was disgusting. I'm so sorry. No, I want to actually have a serious conversation with the two of you.
No. Don't
Whoa.
apologize. In fact, we were fighting over you.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to say to that. Number one, thank you. Number two, have been waiting to hear that since I watched you in Summerland. I was a very, very horny preteen, and that's where I saw you the first time.
Oh, you have no idea how many times women have said that to us.
Yeah,
And I
also,
appreciate that you're a fan of Summerland. That's not people's preferred film of ours. Yeah, a lot of people don't give a lot of love Summerland. So thanks.
Oh, I love it when you two talk like that. I want to know how you're doing. I heard about this 3 Men and a Baby. I want to know what you feel about not being the hot one, because I have some opinions about it, but how silly of me to just jump in there and speak for you when you could just speak for yourself.
Oh, no, please. We'd like to hear what you think first. Ladies
Amazing.
first. Ladies first.
Thank you so much. And this is why I love you so much.
Yeah, tell us what you think.
When you talk, it drives me crazy in a good way. I'm assuming you're 2020 Zac Efron.
No, I'm the older one.
Oh, right. 2016, 2017. Listen, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. I think this is your shtick. This is your genre. Let's stick with it. Let's be the funny one right now. I know last week I said it might be good for you to try action. Do an action film. Show off that bod. Show off that new hot, I don't know why they're calling it a dad bod on the internet. I mean, if that's what your dad's bod looks like, call me. But this is your thing. This is what you should be doing. Forget action. Forget being the next Tom Cruise is what I honestly thought I really wanted your career to go that way. Stick with Disney. You know what? Join the new High School Musical disgusting TV show that's out that I refuse to watch. I'll watch it if you're doing it. You will.
You know, that really means a lot coming from you because I've been having a really hard
Are you coming?
No, that's
Can I say that on this?
They both sound so similar.
Yeah.
Oh,
God.
Oh no, this happens to me all the time. Anytime I start crying or coming, I turn into a boy.
Look at your inner self. That's your inner self. Young High School Musical Zac Efron is you. That's who you really are.
I know that I'm smiling, but I'm hurting.
Everything hurts. Nothing's going to get better. So Disney is offering you a hand and a big hug. Take that hug. It won't hurt. Well,
look, thank you so much. Like, do you know where I can find a plate of pasta?
Come over. I live at my parents' house most recently, and I think you would get a real kick out of the stuff that is made upstairs. I'm in my brother's basement suite. Obviously, I'm Italian and live at my parents' house.
No, that's okay, because you remember I turned back into a little boy, so I'm going to need a lift over there.
Perfect. I don't drive. My brother drives. And you know what? You can hang out with my teenage brother. That's right. I have a teenage brother, and that's not a joke.
Well, Racquel, that's what it was like. I wonder what happened to the other Zac Efron. I think he just left.
I think he was over it. He was like, you know what? I've made peace with whatever I've needed to make peace with via the documentary I just did on Netflix.
Yep.
Young Zac Efron has not. He is not. Baywatch Zac Efron is hurting. He is hurting hard. His heart is broken.
Well, that was the thing. It felt like older Zac Efron is having a hard time crying and maybe reaching some type of pleasure climax and then reverting back into a... So we saw basically 3 stages of Efron. We saw current, which reverts back to very young. And we also saw like a young adult Efron that was quite debonair, had a raspy voice, very cool, and seems to be good with the ladies.
Yeah, wonderful with the ladies. Actually, both were.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say the other one was because he was very young when he filmed High School Musical, and that would be awful.
Yeah, well, and look, I think no matter what era of Efron it was, we can admire something about him, whether it's current troubled Efron letting his feelings out into the open, young innocent Efron, or bursting into adulthood feeling good about life Efron.
Yeah.
What are we going to do about him, Racquel?
Oh, sorry.
What are we going to do? Oh, there's another Efron picture.
Oh,
yeah,
what are we going to do with this one?
Oh, well, I mean, there's a lot. It looks like he's joined some type of junior bodybuilding competition. And it looks like he has shaved his midriff. He knows, he's aware of what he's doing with his, what we call a happy trail.
Oh, see, I've never heard it called a happy trail until now. Many other things. I'm going to use happy trail.
Yeah.
If it ever comes up.
I'm also imagining with this image that he's staring down his father in the audience. Like his dad that forced him into acting. This is him. Dave, can you bring him over to my screen? I'd like to see what this type of, what is this Efron doing? I really thought I was done playing Efron, but I feel like we all need this right now to.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I like if we're gonna get a nice close up on this current version of Efron any moment now, or not. No, this.
Yeah, at first I loved it. Now I'm just upset and I'm sad.
Yeah,
the longer I look.
I think he's. Yeah. Let's. Can we do a zoom in on this Efron, Dave? This one. I think now, Racquel. I know that you're concerned for him.
Yeah.
I'm really concerned for this Efron.
Yeah. That's the Efron that hurts. That's the one that's hurting the most, I think.
That's the one this is. I know that look, and that's the look that screams, how could this is, Racquel, I think you have to talk to this Efron.
Hey, buddy, put your arms down just for a hot sec.
No, I can't.
Put them on your hips.
I can't do it.
No, you have to.
I can't. I need to show my dad that I've got what it takes.
Hey, you do have what it takes. Pretend I'm your dad. Look at me. Place your dad here. Say exactly what you wanted to say to him all these years.
Dad, I never wanted to act. I wanted to go into the culinary arts.
Now, how beautiful was that? How good do you feel? Look, you already seem so less. I mean, your arms are still up. You feel less tense.
Oh, they're stuck this way.
Oh no. Oh God. Well, I got a guy who can help you with your arms.
Oh, it's from excessive anabolic steroid abuse.
Now.
Oh no.
And you reverted back to your High School Musical self. You were your inner child. Zach, this is you. Talk to your inner child.
I need a lift home. Look, I don't want to play this young man on the verge of reaching a pleasure climax anymore.
Whoa. It's very interesting to me that he always just goes back to that High School Musical version of himself.
Yeah.
That's why I've come to the conclusion that I think maybe this Disney Plus 3 Men and a Baby thing is the best case scenario.
And I think so too.
Okay.
I in the past 2 weeks, I've thought more about Zac Efron than I ever have in my life. And I feel like by trying to get inside of his head, and of course, through all of the information that you've passed on, I'm in agreement. When you mentioned it originally, this remake, I didn't have a strong opinion. Now I'm in agreement that this is probably the wholesome type of identity that he needs to go back to in order to find true happiness.
Yes, thank you. Okay, and thank you for giving me a space to talk about this. I wanted to talk about it with so many, after our initial conversation, I was like, I got to talk about this. I read the news. I wanted to talk about it. Didn't have much of an opportunity to, so thank you. Now I have an informed opinion. Well,
and now, of course, I have to return the favor. I have to thank you for being the only person tonight that enjoyed my style of clothing. Racquel, I think we must and we need to do this again next week.
Love that. I would love nothing more. I'll bring a different celebrity to next time.
Hey, look, if there's new Efron news, then that's what we have to go with.
Most likely I will bring new Efron news. I feel like there's going to be something.
Look, now that my eyes have been opened to the essence of Efron, I'm totally prepared.
Beautiful. Thank you, James.
Racquel, thank you, and we'll talk soon.
Bye.
Racquel is being sent back into the information superhighway that teens referred to the internet as in the 1990s. What a treat. What a treat. Coming out of that first segment with Carmen, I was feeling pretty low. I wasn't sure about the way that I looked or even the way that I felt. And after that, I'm feeling better about myself, but we have to find a balance in life, right? We can't just take the good. We have to understand the bad. Now, Zac Efron's happy trail was very groomed. But I suspect caused him some itching because you could see it growing in. That's not a good thing. And it looked like he was wearing bathing suits that had the fishnet liner on the inside. I don't know what he's so mad about, but it's got to be his dad. Folks, we're closing in on the tail end of this show. Can you believe it? An hour has flown by. We have done it. What a night. These Saturday night surprises, we're going to have to do this every single Saturday. I don't think I could be any more surprised than I have been tonight, but I am, and I'm excited for it. I love a nice surprise. Whoa, speaking of surprises.
Oh, James.
Dimitri?
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Well, better than you. I got your letter the other night that you had been captured by pirate. So one pirate. What the hell is happening?
I'm still captured by pirates.
So what you got some type of flimsy rope around your wrist?
Look at this. What an amateur job, huh?
Why don't you just you seem like you're in a pretty good mood for somebody who's been captured, but you also had a peach?
Yeah, it's a tangerine.
Okay. Well, you might want to peel that.
Yeah, but I'm not hungry right now.
So, Dimitri, we were worried. I talked to your brother last night. He was the only one not worried about you.
Oh, you got a hold of my brother?
Yeah, I got a hold of your brother.
He owes me $25.
You're from what?
Drugs. It's drugs, James.
Okay, so you sold your brother drugs. We're not going to get into that. Wait, hold on. Your captors have given you what is that? An old Milwaukee?
Yeah, they're a couple of nice guys. A little mean, but they're old Milwaukee.
So Dimitri, take us through what happened. I know that you had been hiding in a hot tub, nude, but it seems like they found you and they gave you clothes.
Well, eventually I became pruny and unsatisfactory, James, to the eyes. I floated up to the surface, and that's when they found me. I was passed out, absolutely dégueulasse, as the French would say.
Yep.
They picked me up and carried me across the deck and then into the ocean.
What was that now?
Off the deck and into the ocean.
The ocean?
Yes.
So ocean.
That's where I floated for days. Yes.
Hold on.
Huh?
So pirates took over the ship.
Yeah.
You were hiding in a hot tub until you became pruny and unsatisfactory.
Yes.
They were so repulsed by you that they threw you overboard into the ocean.
Yes.
But then they captured you again.
Here's the weird turn of fate, James. Like an unwanted regret. It just kept coming back to them in the middle of the night while they were trying to sleep. I just kept bumping into the boat. I just kept finding my way back to the boat.
You just say an unwanted regret?
Yes, like a regret from your past. I kept coming back in the middle of the night.
So a regret.
What did I say?
An unwanted regret. That's the whole point of a regret.
No, sometimes regrets are great, James.
Can you expand on this? What regrets have you gone through that have been great?
Well, for one, being on this pirate ship, James.
Oh, it's to tell me more.
I'm having a great time. I'm finally away from the yacht. I'm finally away from the 50-something swingers. I'm finally away from responsibility, James. I'm having a great time. I've got a Milwaukee and a Clementine, baby. I'm fucking losing it.
Yeah. We call that a Point St. Charles dinner.
Ooh, hey, James, this cell fits too, my big baby.
Okay, well, you brought up your this is repulsive. You brought up the swingers night at the yacht club that you were running last week. It was swingers night for people 50 and older.
Yeah, those swingers, my job is to stop them and tell them it's daytime, James.
Right.
There are no windows in the church club.
Well, we understand, but I also heard through the grapevine that you made a connection of your own last Saturday night.
Oh. James, you know I don't like to talk about my personal business.
Well, it seems like something maybe innocent had occurred between yourself and our very own Carla Ma.
What do you want me to say?
Nothing. I'm just curious. Can I tell you something?
Fun.
Can I tell you something, Dimitri?
What?
I think Carla's got a crush on you.
No, she doesn't.
I think so.
No, she doesn't, James. Stop.
That's not what she told me. That's not what she
What?
told me. It's not what she told me.
What did Carla say, James? And don't be an asshole.
She told me. Well, don't be. What are you insulting me for?
You're being a bag weed man.
You're gonna think you can call me a bag of weed.
You're being a bag of weed. You're really stinking up my whole routine. Here I am making waves with the real talented beauty of Madonna, if you will. And here you are stinking up the place with your tapeworm.
She was talking about, bro, if you were going to be down to clown.
She said, down to clown?
The DTC.
DTC, James?
DTC.
Whoa. These sails are full of wind, brother. This is going faster than
but get a load of this. Get a load of this. I read the letter that you sent me that came streaming down the Lachine Canal into my apartment. Yeah. I read her your script that you said, tell Carla I say, hey.
And what do you think? Do you think that was too much, man?
Well, I think it was just enough, man.
James, I'm freaking out, okay? Here I am.
Yeah, you should be.
Listen, James, let's not beat around the bush, okay?
Hey, now.
It's a beautiful, talented Madonna, an Aphrodite, an absolute goddess. When I rise to Mount Olympus, and I am not...
Wait, hold on. You just say Olympus?
Mount Olympus. What if I don't arrive there, James, and I'm not worthy? They're going to do to me like they did to goddamn Prometheus. She's
Tell
gonna
us.
cast a buzzard to eat my innards out because you know what? A good woman would do that to an unworthy man, and that's okay by me.
Well, it looks like outside of being captured, which doesn't seem to be that bad at all, you've got some thinking to do.
Oh, James, I'm sweaty.
Yeah, I can tell. It seems like you're less pruny, though, and more worthy.
James, I'm not going to lie to you, brother. This is the first beer I've had on this brig vacation.
Well, I was going to say, you seemed already a little bit schlotzed, but maybe you're perma-drunk on some level.
I am perma-drunk, James. And
You're
also... I am perma-drunk. But, yeah. James, I want to tell you something.
Yeah. I know I'm being a bit of a matchmaker here, and maybe I'm disrupting things, but so be it.
You know, I think of myself as a pretty cool guy with a boat and 50-something swingers on it, but I actually have low self-esteem, James.
Well, that, you know, I'll be honest, that's come up a lot tonight, Dimitri. If it means anything, I came into the show feeling somewhat good, and then I felt a little bit bad about the way that I dressed, the way that I looked. But hold on now.
Yeah.
And then I learned that it wasn't just me.
No, brother,
it was Hollywood stud Zac Efron.
Man.
But hold on now.
Come on, brother. Yeah.
Hold on now. Just like some people like and care for Zac Efron, I think that there's someone out there who likes and cares for you. And if it means anything, look, as someone who's not seeing anyone right now,
Chad, why you?
I wish someone would just throw themselves at me.
Wow, James.
It's been a long time.
Steph Mercy Voyer is she's pretty you guys are boyfriend and girlfriend, right?
No, we're just friends.
Okay, just wanted to bring that up real quick.
Okay.
But you're right, James. You're right. Somebody is throwing myself at me, and here I am, like an absolute floatsome, just out here. Do you know what a flotsam is, James?
No, I don't know, and I don't know, and I'm not sure anyone knows.
Well, it's a piece of debris that's unwanted. You know what, James? I'm gonna take your advice. I'm gonna get rid of my tapeworm, my metaphorical tapeworm, because I don't have those.
Yep.
I'm gonna break out of this cell, James. You with me? I can't break this. I'm not that strong.
Well, yeah, just keep unraveling it. Yeah.
Take this one. They really did a bad job. This is a bad pirate. James, I'm gonna bend the bars. Ooh. Yep. James, give me some encouragement. Ooh.
Go, Dimitri, go. Do it for your freedom. Do it for love.
Yeah, do it for love. Yeah.
Do it so you can get another old Milwaukee.
Ooh, wait.
Yes, drink your elixir of power.
Yeah, crunch, break.
Dimitri, use your little string to fly down the end of the boat.
James, I think I'm outside the boat.
Oh. Yeah, this boat looks familiar. I think you may have been captured by mean business.
Wait, James, I think I'm outside the boat.
Yeah, I think you're on mean bit. That's his, what he referred to as his side girl, Ashley Madison.
Is this Ashley Madison? Wait, no,
No, that's Mean Business's boat.
I think Mean Business is my pirate, James.
Yes, I think so too. Well, maybe we're gonna have to have some type of face-to-face confrontation with you and your captor.
Okay, James, I think I'm gonna jump into the hot tub and say hi really quick, and then I'm out of here though.
Okay.
I think you're just watching Carmen.
Yeah, it looks like we're having some technical difficulties. Carmen is back on the screen. She has changed into her pajamas and she's drinking wine. Yeah. So this might be our first. This is a true Saturday night surprise. Carmen, yeah, Carmen's showing us a bit of leg now. Oh gosh, yeah. So now we've moved on to our technical difficulties screen.
James, man, I'm not getting in the hot tub. I'm just gonna get going, brother.
Yeah, that might be the best thing to do next, because next up we're gonna get Racquel's gonna slide back into the show after this.
James, hey, I love you to death. One day you're gonna find the love of your life, James, and you know what? They're gonna make you a better person. And you're gonna feel better about being that person, James.
Hey, look, I've got hope for you too, Dimitri. Is there any type of message you want me to relay over to Carla?
Just tell Carla I said, hey, again.
Okay.
Right?
All right. Well, I won't let her know that you're about to go have a conversation with Ashley Madison.
No, I'm gonna skip it. It doesn't feel right.
That's a smart choice. Dimitri, be well, and I hope that you're able to free yourself from your captor's mean business.
Will do. Bye.
Bye, Dimitri. Well, folks, that's our show tonight. For 2 weeks straight, we have given you a Saturday surprise, and for 2 straight weeks, not only have you, our trusted and valued viewer, been surprised, I've also been surprised. I was surprised to be called a, quote, piece of shit off the top of the first segment. I was surprised to learn more about Zac Efron. Hell, I'm in Zac Efron's brain right now by way of Racquel Belmonte, and I thought that was going to be the show. I thought we were going to close shop 5 minutes early. Not the case. We got a surprise appearance from Dimitri Kyres, aka the captain, who's usually here on Thursdays. He was not here this Thursday because he'd been captured by pirates, who I guess is mean business. Now we're really starting to weave the worlds of the At Home with James universe. So if this is your first time here, you don't know what the F is going on. But that's okay, because that just means you can come back and learn a little bit more when we return to our regularly scheduled broadcast time, Tuesday, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or if you are a friend in the West Coast, 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I want to thank Dimitri for not only being here, but rescuing himself. I want to thank Racquel Belmonte. I want to thank Carmen Rose for showing us a little leg at the end of the show, too, there. What a surprise. What a surprise. Dave, how do you feel about tonight's show? You're in the tech booth. You made a couple guffaws tonight. That's fine. I don't mind. It was bound to happen after 3 weeks. How you feeling over there, Dave?
Well, James, what an episode. On the couch with Carmen.
Okay, great. So it was really...
Racquel, Zac Efron, Dimitri captured by pirates. What fun.
Yeah, can we get that entire thing one more time? Hey, Dave,
Well,
what did you think
James,
about tonight's...
What an episode. On the couch with Carmen. Racquel, Zac Efron, Dimitri captured by pirates. What fun.
What fun indeed, folks. Thanks for being here all week long. If I can speak frankly, if you enjoy this show, tell some people about it. Tell your mom, dad, auntie, auntie, brother, sister, Grammy, Grampy, your neighbor. Tell your worst enemy. Tell people to tune in. We'd appreciate it. We like making you laugh. So give us more people to put a smile on the face of. Until then, I am James. You are you. We were here. Is that how it goes? I am James. You are you. We were here. Good night, goodbye, farewell, and be well. See you next week. I had the outro.